Crypto.com, CRO Coin holders. We got a video for you guys today. I'm going to be talking about CRO Coin and give you guys my piece on where I think we're going to be headed here. So without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Maxi. Hit that like, hit that bell, subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys. So we are starting off here on Crypto Twitter. You can follow me at 333Blacksea. I say, my CRO fam, do you believe in the Crypto.com and CRO Coin dream? So this is the roadmap that we saw come out back when we saw this come out in 2024, and this was for the roadmap for 2025. And so far, we have seen them deliver on, I would say, almost the majority of this so far. And we're only in Q2 2025. What I'm really hoping for is the Cronos ETF. We just saw the other day, a couple days ago, that Trump Media has partnered with Crypto.com to launch ETFs. What we really want to see for the price of CRO Coin to go up is that this launching of ETFs, all these ETFs have baskets. We want basket ETFs. And inside those baskets, we want to see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cronos. Solana, Cardano, and Cronos. Pepe, Dogecoin, and Cronos. That's what you want to see in these ETFs, because this is what will propel and create somewhat of a foundation to really rally the price of CRO Coin, because it has been beaten up over the past few years. People are expecting to be much higher than it is. People are expecting the $1 CRO Coin dream. We're not there quite yet, but I'm going to give you my piece here. So looking at CRO Coin, we are above the important level of 0.0830 right now. I do think that the $1 CRO Coin is still possible. I do, especially at the rate that the crypto ecosystem is maturing. Crypto is becoming a more mature asset. I think that Crypto.com, having the name Crypto.com inside of this disruptive ecosystem environment for the financial world, I think that you should expect that it wouldn't be out of the question to see a $1 CRO Coin. Even though, yes, I know that Cronos and Crypto.com are separate entities, I still believe that Crypto.com will be able to bring Cronos up with it. I think it will just be collateral damage in the good kind of way, if you will. So looking at the technicals here, we are starting to see a little bit of baby green on this market cipher. This wave right here, this green is money flow coming into CRO Coin. I like to see that. Now, when it comes to, are we headed towards 10 cents or 0.0830 right now? It really depends on Bitcoin right now, guys, to be honest with you. But we are seeing, the traditional market caught a nice bid. We're at a very important level. Next week, really want to see some closures above 5,500 on the S&P 500 to bring up crypto, to make risk on assets be in a more certain situation so that money on the sidelines feels more comfortable layering into crypto. When that happens, obviously, you're going to see altcoins make moves as well. But as of right now, we are starting to get to that pivot point here, guys. And I do think it's pretty tough to say whether we're going up or down from this point. We're into the weekend. The weekend price action is always low volume, boring price action, especially in the consolidation zone. Sometimes, like during the bull market, we usually saw some big moves happen on the weekend, which was pretty strange and not really what you normally would expect to see for crypto, because usually the weekends are extremely low volume, the order books are thin, it's easy to manipulate, and by the time Monday open comes around, you're back at exactly where you were when at Friday close. So that's just a piece for you to take a mental note on that. But right now, we're not in that full form, huge bull market. We're not ripping and rallying and rallying and rallying. We're getting some relief. Yeah, that's true. That's for sure. But I would not classify that we are in a full-on rally right now. We are getting potentially a reversal on Bitcoin, but regardless, guys, I do think that Bitcoin is going to break to the upside, and I think that's going to bring CRO Coin up with it. But I'm going to give you my invalidations. I'm going to give you if we do this, then I think we're going to go higher. If we do that, then I think that we're looking at a lower high, and that's really the pivot point that we're looking at right now, and that's going to be really CRO Coin is at the hands of Bitcoin, at the hands of the traditional market right now. So looking at CRO Coin right now, we're seeing at rank 43. Look at this, guys. Look at all this green relief. I love to see that. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a few weeks where it's just been red and bloody and boring. But right now, we're seeing a 9.84% gain in the past 7 days for CRO, up about 1.56 the past 24 hours, sitting at a $2.45 billion market cap, nearly at 10 cents. Guys, I think that, so like I got to talk about this a little bit more here. So these two levels, basically 10 cents and 0.0830, these two levels here, 0.0830 is a magnet. And anytime you're below 10 cents, usually we find ourselves coming back and touching this level. And usually when we're on this level, usually we bounce off of it. It's as simple as that. Unless we're in like a full-fledged bear market. If we're in a full-fledged bear market, we usually close below the 0.0830. But I think that this market is maturing. And I think that right now there's a little bit more risk to the downside because we are flirting with an extremely important level of resistance that should be flipped as support for Bitcoin. But, you know, Bitcoin can break down a little bit and it will bring CROcoin down with it. I do want to say, guys, if you want to take advantage of this volatility, check out in the description box below or pinned comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin. All you do is click that link, deposit, trade a little bit. You get a bunch of free money, and they have awesome promotions as well. I also do want to say, guys, if you want to get 10% off on the Bitcoin conference in Vegas in about a month from now, we have a 10% off coupon ticket for that as well. Crypto Kip and I are going to be there. Maybe you can see us, say hi. It'd be really cool to meet some of you guys. So feel free to get a ticket if you'd like. I think it's, what's the date? So I have, it's from May 27th to the 29th. It's in Vegas. You can get tickets. They also have tickets where you can get accommodations to hotel rooms in some of the casinos. Feel free to check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. But looking at Bitcoin, we are sitting at a very important support and resistance level. Right now, it is resistance, okay? And this is why I'm saying we're at a very, I don't want to call it an inflection point. I don't want to say that, but it's a pivot point. It's a point where we either close above 94,400 and we flip this level as support and really start to probably get off to the races. I don't really expect like closures above this then getting smacked down. That'd be very strange in my opinion, but it's possible. It's all trading. All is probability statistics, guys. But I do think that, you know, I've been trading for nearly a decade in crypto, and I think that what I would expect if we do clear above this is something like this to play out and start to head up towards a potential double top, if not a move towards $110,000 to $120,000, make new all-time highs. I think that that's the probable outcome here if we do not reject off of 94K. So if we reject off 94K, I would say, hey, yeah, guys, be careful here. Yes, it doesn't mean that it's over. We could bounce at 88K and come back up. Yes, that's possible. But if we reject off 94,000, I would be more concerned about something like that playing out. A true lower high. So we are at an important level here. We're at an important support, resistance. We want to flip this as support if you want to. If you're a bull, you want this to flip to support. And right now, guys, I think that there is a higher likelihood that we break out a little bit more here, and we'll have a much clearer picture of where we're going into this upcoming week because the traditional market's catching a bid. It's catching a bid. It's going to lift crypto up with it, in my opinion. But guys, if you like this type of content and you think CROcoin's going to $1 and you think CROcoin is going above 10 cents, we're not going to come back to the 0.0830, let me know in the comments below. Or are we going to hit 8 cents before we go back to 10 cents? I'm curious on what you have to say about that. That's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.